The Nile Conference has given us everything we expected. High-quality basketball in the BAL. Drama-laced moments in money time, a tsunami of emotions from teams representing all corners of the African continent, and the privilege of qualification for the finals in Kigali. Today, the last two games will decide who makes the final bracket. First up, South Africa's Cape Town Tigers and Uganda's City Oilers. The winner will potentially qualify for the finals. The losers, well, they will not go to Kigali, that's for sure.
Thank you, coach, and all the best.
Cape Town Tigers starting five. We've got some changes, Q.
We certainly do. Lebisa Selepe comes back in. Lebo Mofokeng gets his first start for the Tigers. Tele and Prinsloo. And Mike Binajay is going to be the primary offensive guard, one feels, with this lineup. And you heard the importance of rebounding emphasized there by Coach Has.
There we go, in the starting five for the City Oilers. You don't need to change anything that's winning.
Well, they do not have to change, but Titus Odeke comes in for Barnaba, and that's a big change just to help on the boards. He gives an extra bit of size. Philando Jones, Jimmy Enabu stays in the starting lineup, and you don't have to look too far from Justice Jr. at the primary point guard position.
Titus Odeke very good at offensive rebounds. Watch out for him. Big guy, played a big game yesterday in their victory. Of course, we saw the Oilers produce a fine victory against Beta. And moving up to 22 points, Prinsloo gets the scoring going with a big three-pointer.
Well, he was locked in the third quarter for the Cape Town Tigers in that loss to Beira, and is picking up right where he left off.
And Silly picks up the loose change around the basket as he goes on a wander. And there's a foul, and they'll get possession back. Justice... Sorry, I didn't see who picked up the foul there. Q, let's just have a look. It was Justice Jr. That's right.
Another look at Prinsloo on the catch and shoot, and he connects nothing but net for the first long-range shot for the Tigers.
He's going again, this time. Off the metal, picked up, tidied up, taken forward. The Oilers.
Two quick shots from Prinsloo at the top of the key, and that's probably the way that they're going to try and start out and spark their offense.
Justice Jr. tries to get the ball into the path of Odeke. A little bit too hard off the boards, made safe by Benije. Moko Feng down into the corner.
Mofokeng trying to make the pass to Selepe just in the corner there. And a little bit of pressure. It's still Cape Town Tigers basketball.
Oh, it's just stolen. And the Roebuck Jr. proved so precious as Jones goes up for three. The shot doesn't fall. Sele picks it up. As Tigers go again. Tigers just going down into the corner. And a little bit of hassling there. Sele doing really well. Player down. And it looks like it's Roebuck Jr. They lose possession.
And then he picks up his first foul. A little bit of defensive pressure there from Roebuck Jr. forces the offensive foul. Really great hustle play to start out.
Jimmy and Ebu. The Entebbe-based player. Odeke, Prinsloo, just keeping him in check. Jones goes around the trees. Odeke goes up. Good score, good pass, good assist.
You see the composure again from the Oilers. A little different they are. They're feeding Odeke, trying to get him as many touches as possible inside the paint.
Good opportunity. This is, oh, it's a brilliant bucket there from Benije, the Nigerian.
I think we're going to see controlled basketball. Both teams are going to try and pace and tempo and take advantage possession by possession.
Inabu down at the baseline, flings it out, but Justice Jr.'s foot is over the line. They'll get possession back.
Important turnover for the Tigers and not so great for the City Oilers.
That gives us a chance to talk about the absentees today for the Cape Town Tigers, which is a big change, a major change. One of them being Zaire Wade, of course, who fell on his ankle twice, and he's just not fit and not apt to play today, Q.
Hey, he's not available for play, and neither is Evans Ganapamo, and Josh Hall still out. So this is a big blow for the Cape Town Tigers, and they're just going to have to go deeper into their bench.
You know what they say about injured animals, Q. Jimmy and Abu dropping it in with a big three.
Well, you know what they say, and the lion analogy comes to mind, and not quite a tiger, but we'll see how they adapt to what's happening on the floor.
Prinsloo trying to make some space, tries to go up, his shot just comes off the boards, doesn't get the right direction. We're at 5 points apiece. Roebuck Jr., fast acceleration, racing, and that's going to be an offensive foul. You can see that Prinsloo was just cemented his feet down. Good defensive play.
Excellent work from Prinsloo. Roebuck Jr. a little bit out of control, bundles into Prinsloo. He'll pick up a charge call.
That's foul number 2 for the City Oilers.
High usage already for Peter Prinsloo as well in the offense. He's looking to actively establish himself as a primary point.
Oh, come on, Q, you know, he's 31 years of age. He's traveled the world. He's played for so many different teams in different countries. He's got a, you know, he's a journeyman with a lot of experience, you know, and get him to use that experience. As Benije will actually go to the free throw line.
You're absolutely correct. He's got Afro-basket experience. He's played in African League. Another look at Benije just stepping in, talking about experience, utilizing all of that on that play, and he'll get a chance to go to the free throw line.
And it's Odeke who picks up his first foul out here in the opening few minutes. Benije, the Nigerian, nicely rolls over the orange metal. Everybody likes to call it iron. I don't.
Well, he played for Syracuse and led them to the Final Four, Mike Benije, in his college career, and then was drafted into the NBA for the Pistons, and he'll have to lean on that experience as well.
Well, there is a lot of experience, you know. A depleted team doesn't mean a team that's going to lose. It's a team that's going to fight. And, you know, you've got Tigers on the court, but you also got this man here, Jones. Jones doesn't find his range. It bounces off the metal and made safe by Prinsloo. The City Oilers very slick in the way that they operated yesterday against Beira.
They were very slick.
Prinsloo goes up, and this time it's just rolls off the back, picked up by Jones.
When the Oilers' offense is functioning well, they go through Jones, they go through Justice Jr. as their primary points of contact, and Roebuck Jr. right there to chip in points as well.
Yeah, chip-in points. He's a very dangerous player, isn't he? This is Odeke trying to get rid of Selepe. Selepe really fast. Ball comes out wide, it's an opportunity. That shot just doesn't fall. There was an opportunity there for Roebuck Jr.
One thing Cape Town Tigers have done well so far in the first quarter, have controlled the defensive glass, and that's something that has been lacking in their play.
That's very true, and, you know, we've always looked around and said, sort of, you know, guys, you know, why are you not 100% alert at certain times in the paint? That's a great pass to Jones. And that was an attempted swat and block by Sele. He does make contact, though. He'll pick up the foul.
And that's going to be the second foul on Kele. Jones ahead of the play. He's athletic and he gets up. The contact comes on the body and the foul call is made. Second team foul. That might be an important moment. Kele is going to be an important part of the offense. He is brought in to just bolster the scoring for the Cape Town Tigers.
We saw him produce some extraordinary basketball. We saw him play some beautiful offensive basketball. He's very agile, he's extremely athletic, and he'll score shots in very awkward positions.
Averaging about 8 points a game, clearly, but on the other end, this man, Philando Jones, he went for 40 in the road to the BAL game when the Cape Town Tigers and the Oilers were competing in Johannesburg.
I think he gets his second shot back because there was a line infringement. So just racing in a little bit too quickly. Sele making way for Whitbread, and you can see that there's a lot of intrigue and an interest surrounding this encounter between the South African Giants and the Ugandan team.
There certainly is. It's all to play for.
Selepe, Whitbread gets the ball back at Prinsloo. Steps back, tries to go for his shot. That's great from Prinsloo. And another big shot that sees his tally go up to 6. 2 3-pointers for him.
Steps back, hits the bucket, and that was a great display of shot making from Peter Prinsloo.
Justice around the outside. Good defensive play as well. And good work from Mofokeng. That's nicely done. It goes out and it goes back to Prinsloo, who's going to drive in. Oh, it's just not the right pass to Whitbread. Didn't really know what he was doing. Thought he was going to go up for the shot, decided to go out wide.
Thought he should have taken the shot within the rhythm and flow of the offense, but ball turned over. Oilers basketball.
Jimmy and Abu, very fast. And a long-range shot from Odeke. Just comes off the corner of the backboard. Made safe to Benijay. Benijay picks it up. Benijay with a shot. It's a big shot from down in the suburbs, off the metal, back out.
Very measured tempo on the floor from both teams there. Not exploiting transition opportunities at all, and we're seeing a lot of half-court offense.
It's because everybody's so wary of what's at stake here, Q.
Yeah, you can feel the tension. It's very palpable. The pass inside, and just going to work there, Roebuck Jr. Tough cover for the Cape Town Tigers on the interior, and it's been a very low-scoring first 6 minutes in this one.
And we're going to take a small break. Cape Town Tigers lead the Oilers 9-6. Welcome back to the Hassan Mustafa Sports Hall here in Cairo. And Peter Prinsloo, nickname is P, loves sushi. Laurie Merkinen, March Madness by Future. You would like to go to the Mauritius Islands?
Well, tropical island.
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
There you go, put it there. 9-6. We go back to the free throw line. It's the second shot that we will see Roebuck Jr. try and, because of that lane infringement, and to see if they move up to move up to 7 points. Sorry, it's the foul from previous, in fact. So 2 shots.
So he just has an opportunity at the free throw line as Roebuck Jr.
Let's go across to Usher and see what was said in the early days of this encounter.
Yes, just listening into Coach Rashid Hazard, he wants the Cape Town Tigers to continue moving that ball. Of course, it goes without saying that Benijay and Prinsloo are their key players on the offensive side, but they can also look into Whitbread. He's on the court. He gives them more offensive cover.
Well, there's a long-range shot coming in from Selepe, picked up by Whitbread. There's the offensive rebound. Picking it up. That's nicely done. That is beautifully done. And that's what he brings to the game as well. Mufokeng not afraid to drive into the paint there, Q.
We haven't seen his slashing ability in this competition yet, but yes, he's pretty good attacking the rim, and he picks up his first 2.
Look at Selepe stealing the ball. Taking it up court. Not many options. Just slowing things down. Prinsloo quite happy, just waiting, biding his time. There's the just getting rid of Odeke. Tries to go up. He gets knocked off his feet. Odeke will pick up. I think that's going to be his second foul.
He's been super aggressive on the offensive end so far. Peter Prinsloo is getting a little bit deeper into showcasing his offensive ability. Puts the ball on the floor, gets by Odeke, and he draws the foul.
You know, I think it's important. For a big guy like him, we saw that he didn't really move in the opening game in the way that we know that he's fully capable of. The more that he's got into that role where he's become more important, and he knows that when he does hit those 3 points, he's going to be super important, but also movement in the paint. And when he does that, you think, this guy, you know, he's dangerous. He's super dangerous.
When he hits those long-range shots, it opens up. Defense has got to be up on him. And it forces Odeke, and Odeke comes a little bit too close and gets Peter Prinsloo a chance to put the ball on the floor and drive.
And here he is, Pistol Pete on the free throw line, going for more points, just waiting for the moment before he can try and launch another long-range shot. There he goes, in she goes, 13-7.
7 points now for Captain Prinsloo.
Yeah, that's a pretty good haul already. And there's danger. That's really good work, that is. And Jones picks it up. Justice around the outside. By the way, he's a big guy who's just come on. He comes off the metal, made safe by that man Whitbread. Does really well on the defensive rebound. The right place, right time.
Like some great defense earlier. The Cape Town Tigers have made it very tough for the Oilers on the floor.
But I think everybody's got their own role, and everybody's had a really good talk with Coach Haz to understand what kind of role they're going to play, because when you've got a depleted team, you've got to step up and you've got to fill those gaps. Selepe with the cobra fast hands, you know, just pinching the ball from a dribbling playmaker is absolutely sublime. Love that.
We saw a couple of flashes of great defense from Selepe throughout. There's a foul call. That's the 5th foul for the City Oilers, and it's going to send Prinsloo back to the charity stripe.
Yeah, and he's going to try and just extend his tally, which he's already top scorer as we go to the final quarter of this first quarter. There he is, 7 points, 2 from the free throw, now 3 from 3.
And you talk about his experience and his travel. He's been to El Salvador, Nicaragua, Bolivia, Spain. He's extensively played throughout Latin America, but also played here in Africa for the Lagos City Stars. He's played for Ferroviario de Beira. And he's just giving you an idea in terms of his extensive resume, journeyman, and why he's so needed for this Cape Town Tigers roster.
He's up to 9 points. Love the fact that he's played in places like Bolivia and Nicaragua. That is just brilliant, you know. I mean, I want to read the book that Pete Prinsloo actually writes about his times, as we see Jones goes up and Prinsloo gets in the way. Now, that was a real tussle, wasn't it? I'm just trying to understand if... Yeah, there's a foul there, and I think it's going to be Prinsloo. It's not Prinsloo. It's absolutely not, is it? Mofokeng, sorry, yeah.
He picks up his second as well. And when Jones puts the ball on the floor, he is a very tough cover. He's got a sturdy frame, and he knows how to get up off the floor. He's athletic, so it becomes really tough for any defender to stay in front of him.
Most definitely. I think we've got another change that's going to happen, and we will get to see Musongela get his first run out from the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is interesting. We talked about him pre-game and how he hasn't played yet, but this is coming on for his first moment, magical moment, an important game for him as well.
There is no bigger platform. This is it for both of these teams, and a chance to write your name in BAL history.
Listen, everybody wants to play a role, wants to play their part, and just seeing the way he's warming up and training, he looks pretty, he looks very gifted. I mean, you know, if he's in the BAL, he's very gifted. So let's see what he's got to offer. Ball comes out of Prinsloo. He's gone up again. Big shot, and the Justice Junior rebound is there, picked up down for Juleba, and out. Justice passing the ball around, swinging it big time, long range shot. And I think there's Whitbread, who just got tangled up with Barnaba.
That's a battle of size inside, and Barnaba had great position. Very little Whitbread could do to keep him out of the paint. Just out-muscled. And left with no option but to commit the foul. And now that also sends Cape Town Tigers into the penalty.
What's the Asher, we're going to come over to you just to get the feeling of, you know, the coaches. Are they quite nervous, or are they just focused and giving out advice as you know, as it goes at the moment?
Yes, both coaches bring so much experience here into the BAL. We know Coach Rashid Hazard, of course, 2-time NBA champion with the LA Lakers. Mande Juruni himself, he's won more than 10 titles in Uganda in both the men and women's top flight leagues. So very experienced, focused, just trying to make sure that all their plans are coming to surface.
Yeah, I think Mande Juruni, I think he's got a garage that's bigger than his house with all the silverware that he's actually won over the years. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Prinsloo down into the corner. Selepe goes up. It doesn't fall. It comes back out, taken forward once again. And a charge here for Bale, who's come on out to Justice Junior. He's so dangerous from that range. But there we have a shot that doesn't fall, and it's been picked up, but I think Whitbread may have made contact, and we will go to the free throw line, and it might be 3 shots.
Well, once again, caught in the wars as Whitbread, and it's not been easy going on the defensive side. He picks up a foul.
So it's just two shots. It is because he got tangled up in the paint, in fact. So the City Oilers trying to reel in this 5-point lead.
Juleba had his best offensive game in that win over Ferroviario de Beira for the City Oilers. He had 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting, and those 4 of 5 all came from outside from the 3-point line.
Just to give you an idea of what he's capable of doing. shooting stars.
Yeah, Juleba likes to do that. He has so much experience playing for Uganda in 3-on-3 competitions internationally. So shooting under pressure is really something he does best.
Very, very fast press, and that's Justice Junior who goes down. The idea was good for Papi Musongela to go and chase for that ball. He just couldn't get his hand in there and not make contact. Foul again.
Yeah, the young Elevate player out of the DRC is trying to strip the experienced Justice Junior, the referee right there, to call the infringement.
Once again, City Oilers back at the free throw line this time.
Asha, we're going to come over to you. Will the people be watching? Are they interested in basketball in the, in the cities of Mbale and Arua, Liragulu, all of these places? Will they be watching this?
Absolutely. When the City Oilers are playing, it's a Ugandan affair. So not just in Kampala, in the city where the City Oilers train in Luzira and in Bugolobi. It's just generally Ugandans being proud that a team from the BAL-Africa is coming all the way to the BAL.
I bet the people are watching in Ginger as well. I'm so sure. So hello to the people of Ginger. Here we go with Benije. Around the outskirts, going for a big three-pointer. It's a big shot, and it's a big bucket from the Nigerian. Solid score, big important one as well, just to nudge their lead ahead to 4.
Only a second three-pointer of the contest for the Tigers, and it's a big one for Mike Benije.
Just speeding up a little bit. Selepe trying to wrestle the ball from Justice Junior, and they get possession back. We go straight up to the free throw line because both teams are on 5 fouls.
And just another look at the work there. Selepe does get a touch on it. There's a lot of contact, but it will still be Tigers basketball.
Sorry, we don't go into the free throw line, of course. It's just wasn't a shot, and that's nicely done. Look at that, the soft touch. He's showing us he's got those velvet gloves too.
Pistol Pete going up in. 11 points right now.
Here is Jones at the back. Jones at the back. He's being guarded there by Musongela. Goes up, and it doesn't fall. There's a player down, Barnaba, the big man. And Whitbread does well. So Selepe picks possession up, and 20 seconds left on the clock, 15-16 on the shot clock. Over the top it goes from Musongela. Can't get his first points for his team.
Drop-off pass with Musongela in the corner. Just a bit strong on the shot attempt.
We're down to 7 seconds before the end of the first quarter. There's a lot of the boulevards opened up. Long-range shot coming in. Long-range shot for 3 points. How about that? Absolutely solid score from Tony Drileba.
He's got the hot hand and that's his 5th three-pointer, and it's a big one because it brings the City Oilers back within 3, and more importantly, it's a buzzer beater to close out the quarter.
Another buzzer beater after that Petro de Luanda winner against Ahly yesterday. So much has happened in the last 24 hours. It's insane. We love it. It's the BAL. We have 20 points for the Tigers, 17 for the Oilers. Time for a little break. Welcome back to Cairo. Cairo is where it's happening. We got a 20-point, 17 lead for the Tigers. The Tigers, a depleted team with a few key players who are not around, but it doesn't mean anything because at the moment they're holding fort and they're playing some great basketball. And we've also got Peter Prinsloo with 11 points, the only player who's managed to get into double figures so far. On the other side, Drileba's playing some great basketball as well. He's up to 5 points. Jones and Inabu, a little bit, they're being kept quiet for the time being.
For the time being, and Peter Prinsloo taking 8 shots in that first quarter. He's trying to find his rhythm offensively, and just a look at it, goes deeper and deeper into his offensive bag, hits the 3 from downtown, and then we've seen him go inside for a couple of nice scores. Captain trying to lead from the front. Key stat, 11-11 rebounding battle. It's something that the Tigers have not done well throughout this competition, and they've done well to stay in that rebounding battle. Good adjustments on the floor.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Making those adjustments. Jones up against Whitbread, finds a little alley, but it's been picked up there by Prinsloo. Jones down on the ground, gets up gingerly. We'll keep an eye on him. Seems to be okay. Silly takes the ball up into the paint. Up and over the top, using the boards, and a beautiful score there for Silly.
Well, trying to work his matchup on the inside. Nice, strong left-handed take on the inside for Tele.
Keep an eye on Jones. Jones is trying to shake off that little fall there, and the long-range shot comes in, and Well, no one went for it. There was a little bit dormant at the back because this is what happens afterwards. Massive, massive three there coming in from BAL.
Under control, BAL in the corner. Rebound falls, and he gets a wide open shot that he makes.
That's a very good attempt to try and get the points, something that we saw a lot from him in their win over Slack. Sele unable to sink those points and put them up on the scoreboard. His Justice Junior trying to get his range. His range is not good enough. It goes up and hits the clock, comes back down.
And the contact just off the board is a battle between BAL and Benajay for the rebound, and the contact is called. Nice look at that layup from Kele as he goes with the left hand up and over the defense. Count the bucket.
Yeah, it's sublime, absolutely sublime. And we're going to go across to Usher. Usher, what's the latest on you're right behind Philando Jones, I think.
Yeah, Philando Jones is getting treatment here from the medical team of the City Oilers. Ram, the physiotherapy, just still speaking to him and just getting a feeling of the injury. But he looks to be in good shape. He could bounce back. I'll give you an update in a couple of minutes.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Usher. Are you in good shape?
Yes,
Okay.
always in good shape.
Great stuff. That's all we need to know. Oh, look at that work. Then there's the basket count. Peter Prinsloo. No, it's a travelling call, and just a little bit of a legal movement in the paint, and they give the ball back to the men in black, City Oilers.
Oh, that was a good find. He had the mismatch on the interior. Just footwork letting him down at the last minute. Credit to defense.
BAL. Justice Junior constantly working. It's a long-range shot for BAL. It goes up. Prinsloo with the defensive rebound. That's exactly where he needs to be. Oh, Prinsloo with the screen as well. Mike Benije goes up. That is just not tipped in. And look at the other end. BAL goes up. Musongela's in position. Benije's down on the ground, and we'll see what happened there. The whistle's been blown because there's a little bit of a squabble. Okello's up on the... And I think Okello's picked up a foul for that. No, he hasn't.
No,
Mike
the technical foul is on Benije.
Mike Benajay looked like he just got caught in a little bit of a squabble, unhappiness, and Okello and Benajay, the referee was right there on the spot, made the call. And yeah, just after the layup, Benajay goes to ground, and I think just off camera probably grabbed a leg or something, but the referee was right there to make the contact call. So technical foul, and it should be 2+ possession.
And it's on Dylan Whitbread. In fact, well, the name Dylan Whitbread came up, but no, it's Benije, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely Benije. The frustration because we saw him sat down in the paint following that little disagreement.
And it's a big moment because it allows the Oilers to come back. They tie it up and they get a possession. They can go ahead. And this will be important for the Oilers.
There's a lot of, there's a big psychological thing about this, of course. Just remember, Philando Jones, he scored 40 points against the Cape Town Tigers. In the road to the BAL, there was a big battle taking place between the two teams, Q.
There is definitely tectonic shifts when these two teams get on the floor. It's a rivalry that's developing like many in the BAL-Africa League.
Oh, that's good work from Prinsloo. Gets the ball out to Benije. Nice pass. Silis. It's a shot that comes in, doesn't fall. Look at that. That's beautifully done. And look what he does. Overken coming in. It's his first points. I'm going mad. Pabi Musongela.
Well, he's almost looked like he hung in the air, Pabi Musongela, on the putback. That's great athleticism. Superb finish.
But don't we see that from players from the DRC? They are just so physical. He came in, he flew in like a Congolese eagle and just like swooped in and bagged the points. That is beautiful.
Well, that's a great way to pick up your first score in the BAL-Africa League. And finally on the board, Pabi Musongela. And the substitution now as BAL comes off, and back in Philando Jones.
And we're going to go across to Usher. Usher. Saw Philando Jones come back on, so a bit of treatment, I imagine.
Yeah, it was just hypertension there, but he's feeling good now. He's back on the court. Of course, we've seen him bring so much on both the offensive and defensive side for this City Oilers side. He's the backbone of this team, and they need him fully fit going forward.
Completes the three-point play, Pabi Musongela.
That's great, isn't it? Great to see him with his first points. Very important, of course. And there he is on the scoreboard, making his mark. That was nearly pinched. Oh, it has been pinched. Musongela goes up, waits for a little bit of support, looks for the options, goes for a two-point shot. It doesn't go in. Comes back off the metal. Didn't have too many options. Defensive positions back in, they were filled completely.
But there's just a little bit of that exuberance of youth. Perhaps the wrong option on the offensive end for Musongela off the pick, off the steal.
Oh, he's good, isn't he? Justice Jr. goes up, can't get his shot in. It's been picked up here. Another opportunity. And back out. Dreleba around the outside. And there is contact. Roebuck Jr. very dangerous, sneaking around between Tigers.
The Oilers have really struggled in this one from the field. They are 21% from the field, 14% from the outside. Pabi Musongela picks up his second foul, but they've been great from the free throw line. It's where they've been able to stay in this. 11 of 14 they are from the charity stripe.
Shot clock down to 4 seconds. Justice Jr. has to go up. He goes up and it doesn't fall. Picked up by Mike Benije. Contact just as he started.
Technical foul.
Yeah, just as he started to race away. So technical foul. This is not good, is it? Because you can see Justice Jr. just getting in the way, but doing it on purpose.
Yeah, that's the call right there. Second time we've seen this call, technical foul on Justice Jr. He also had something to say to the ref, and that's why he got picked up the foul. Had some words, and they were not well received. So only one shot, and it will be Tigers basketball.
Andy Giroudi watches on, and Musongela picks up possession. Came through the NBA Academy, Africa, Senegal. Played 5 minutes in the road to the BAL finals. Sele goes out. That's a great pass from Whitbread. Beautifully done. Benije into the hands of that man Sibagnoni.
First touch for Sibagnoni as he comes in for Peter Prinsloo, and first score.
That's the way to do it. Early impact, very important. Well, the experience and trying to find his way through. Okello draws the foul. Good work from Okello, the experienced player.
Very physical inside the paint there. Okello working against Sibagnoni, gets him just caught behind, steps through, and draws the contact for a chance to go back to the free throw line, which has been their key area right now for the City Oilers.
That is sort of the experience that James Okello brings to this side. He's very physical in that paint, just continuing to ask questions there of the Cape Town Tigers. And you can say there's a bit of a mismatch there against Sibagnoni, but great to see that Okello on that free throw line, and he misses the second one.
Yeah, originally called up to the City Oilers. A recommendation by Justice Mugisha. If I'm not... Tell me if I'm wrong, Usher.
Justice Mugisha, one of the founders of the City Oilers, coached him at Crane High School in Kampala, and they've been together. They have a good relationship, and just always keeps hearing from him.
Justice Jr. with a massive, massive shot from long range down out wide. Mike Benije runs into trouble. Couldn't find a way past the big man, Okello. And the ball comes out, and this is a dangerous piece of play. And look at that for a shot. It won't count.
Yeah, offensive foul on the other end. Roebuck Jr. second time has been called for a charge. He picks up his second foul. And that was big because the pass was good to the wide open Dreleba. Nailed the shot, but it won't count.
No, that was sublime. Good shooting. Great technique. And they'll be relieved there, the Tigers. Selepe gets the ball into the hands of Sibagnoni, trying to move around, get rid of his defender. And Selepe's shot comes back off the metal, made safe at the back. They go forward once again with Dreleba.
Searching for his first field goal. Selepe still can't find his range.
Here's Jones teasing Songela. Oh, it's a fade back shot, and what about that for a score? Fantastic effort there with the Oilers Star claiming the foul. It's the third foul as well for Musongyela, and Jones will go to the free throw line.
Oh, he's such a tough cover. Gets him into the ISO situation, backs him down, scores just off the jump because he is so athletic.
And look, the Oilers have taken a 1-point lead with 4:54 left in this first half. Tigers trail 27-28. Time for a small break. We join the action, the live action here in Cairo for the final day of the Nile Conference here in the BAL-Africa League. And the final day will decide who will be going to Kigali for the finals, the quarterfinals. And at the moment, the Cape Town Tigers and the City Oilers are still bidding and jostling for one of those very precious places. And it's 27-29, Q.
A tangibly tense affair with both of these two teams, knowing that it's almost do or die, and a win will put them in a great position to book a ticket.
Selepe tries to get his hands on the rebound from the Prinsloo shot. Usher, I'd like to come over to you very early because I think that little change with the Oilers moving ahead has changed the landscape on court.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Rashid Hazard just saying that they need to use more of Prinsloo. He's back on the court, he can handle the ball, and they can use the fact that he's the biggest player on the court. Give him the ball, he'll take care of it. And it's also important to note that at this point, Prinsloo has no foul. That's a bit of a different issue that happened against Beira. He had 2 fouls in the opening 1.5 minutes, but now he's clean, he's playing good defense, he's moving very well on his feet, and he's been very key for them, already scoring 11 points for the Cape Town Tigers.
And he just defensively managed to wrestle the ball back from an offensive play from the Oilers' cue.
Well, he's definitely a primary offensive point again. He's got to get high usage because of the limitations of the Cape Town Tigers bench.
Well, that's just maybe a little bit too ambitious there by Selepe. A lot of traffic, and Ove picks the ball up for his first attempt to try and score. But look, this is dangerous. Sele goes up, he's not going to be stopped. Big score, big dunk, Sele!
The runway almost cleared for Tele as he elevated and goes up. That's the first points on the fast break for the Cape Town Tigers in this contest.
And it all came from a wild pass. And slick play here from the Tigers as Jones goes up and his shot comes back out, and it's been made safe. Musongyela has it in his hands. Well, getting some important minutes for the Tigers.
2 elevate players on display. Obe and Musongyela both being guarded by each other on opposite ends of the floor.
Fantastic, isn't it? These are the little battles that we absolutely admire, love, and appreciate. Comes back out, Selepe. Selepe loses possession, and they get possession back.
Trapping Obi on the baseline.
Yeah.
His foot just steps on the line, and so it is a turnover. Another look at the pass that was just picked off. And Tele, clear of the runway, takeoff, and the dunk.
That is just a brilliant score, and as you said, the first fast break straight up the main central boulevard, and in we go. 29 points apiece. This is a riveting encounter. We expected it to be tight. It is tight. And there we have a timeout called by the Tigers because they can see that they can get points from different plays now.
Well, they've seen that. And City Oilers are shooting 18% on the interior. They've made 2 of 11 shots. They've been well contested, but yet they're still in this one. And the game is tied. The free throw line has been a big factor. They've been to the line double the amount of times than the Cape Town Tigers, and that's why they're able to extract more points. They've also shot the ball a little bit better from the perimeter. They've hit 4 of 14 at 28%. Cape Town Tigers have not been great from the three-point line throughout the competition, and that's not an area that I think they're going to be able to exploit, especially without their primary three-point shooters on the floor. They've got to keep going inside, got to keep trying to get points in the paint because that's the dominant area. 12-2, that stat reads.
And there's some really fast defensive play as well, just trying to steal the ball. You can see that Selepe, Mike Benije all looking to try and pinch the ball as we see Justice Jr. just swinging the ball back out, and a wonderful, wonderful score there from Djoleba, who's been outstanding.
Djoleba showing and showcasing his long-range shooting ability. He can knock down shots, especially in space. 4 of them he had in that win over Beira.
And Selepe trying to go for his big score, and it happens down in the corner. 3, thank you very much.
Well, he's been trying and trying, and finally he gets one from the baseline.
Here's Justice Jr. Picked up by Jones. Jones around the outside. Picked up by Ode. Goes through, tries to find his way. It's there for the taking. It's been made safe there by Sele as they take the ball up court. And Benijay's three-pointer, little tip in. Good work, very good work indeed. That's Sele again.
Well, it could be Tele, could have been Selepe. Very difficult to tell, but the most important thing is 2 more points to the total for the Tigers.
Good work, very good work. The reverse layup and a sensational score coming from Jimmy Inabu.
Beautiful work underneath from Jimmy Inabu. Sealed his man and then had the right-hand English on that layup.
That's work, that's really good work. Oh, he just gets knocked off his feet, Prinsloo, and surely that's going to be a foul. He just came straight back out, and they go and give him a hand up. It's all about being part of a team. And there was definitely contact, Q.
Yeah, he was a little bit disappointed that he didn't get the call, but good defense from the Oilers. Straight up they were, and they stood sturdy on that shot.
Get possession back. Silly. And again, they're fighting for those rebounds, which is good to see. Very hungry to get their hands on the ball.
Well,
picked up by Justice Jr. here.
With that rebound, they're now tied at 20 apiece. There's very little to choose between these teams on the stat sheet.
Justice Jr. out wide, picked up, and there's Inabu, unable to get his shot on target. Jones up against Selepe. Jones, massive from downtown.
We've seen how effective he is in isolation situations. Had the one-on-one with the shot clock winding down, made the read, the sidestep 3, and he knocks down a very big shot.
Here we go, they're going again, and there's danger everywhere. Of course, this time Sally can't get up, and over the top, Justice Jr. Into the last minute we go. Wow, that was big, and that's a great rebound. And they needed to be there. It's the Hakim Gedi.
Well, when the game speeds up, it definitely works in favor of the City Oilers. They have great shooters and guys that can crash boards in that time. Getty comes in, picks up the rebound, and draws the foul. And he's got a chance for a 3-point play and to give the Oilers a 3-point lead.
Getty going in there, the 25-year-old, very tall sender, son of the team manager, of course. We talked about him before, a silverback player as well, studied in the USA. And there he is, dropping the points in, and just giving them a 3-point lead. The Oilers will be happy with that.
Important score for Getty. Just giving them a little bit of breathing room on the score sheet.
Here's Selepe on the other side, drops it into the path of Prinsloo. Prinsloo trying to move around, get past Getty. That's nicely done, Sele. And I think that he draws the foul as well. There's definitely contact there coming from that man, Seganobe.
Nice patience inside the paint, and the ball gets dropped off. Prinsloo looked at his options, was well guarded, made the pass off to Pele, and there, Obe, just a second late, count the bucket, and he'll have a chance for the 3-point play.
Perfectly timed, very evenly balanced, evenly poised encounter. We knew that this is going to go to the wire. We know that this is a tight tussle. Usher, how are you feeling so far? Going to get the reaction from Usher in a moment.
Yeah, just a quick substitution there to give Segun Obe a breather. He was struggling in those 2-3 minutes that he was on the court. He was unable to match the Cape Town Tigers in that paint. But for now, Juleba is back on the court. It's a small-looking team, and they can handle the ball.
Yeah, well, they're fast as well, aren't they? Here we go, Juleba, he's been doing it in the first half in a big way. Now we've got 17 seconds remaining. This is the last play. A little bit of press that's taking place here. Selepe and Benijay down to 7 seconds. Need to find a way through. Needs to get his shot in. There it is. There's the pass. Sele goes up. It's just a little bit too short. No foul given, and that's the end of the first half. And as we thought, it's going to be a very intriguing third and fourth quarter. We're all square here in Cairo. It's 37 points apiece. We're going to take a small break, then we'll come back with the highlights. Wow, very interesting battle. I think it would be rude not to go back into the live action here in Cairo. The Hassan Mustafa Sports Hall here in southwest Cairo, just on the west bank of the beautiful River Nile that takes you all the way from Alexandria all the way down to Aswan and beyond, which is sensational. Abu Simbel, all of these places, you need to go and check it out. He wants to visit South Africa, and he plays like LeBron James. We're talking about Mike Benije.
Well, he's going to have to play like LeBron James down the stretch if the Cape Town Tigers want to advance. We talk about the all-important third quarter, and it's about to unfold right in front of us.
Mike Benije, Selepe, fast and furious start. Sele, this is a move down into the corner, picks the ball up. Benije, that's nicely done, but he just can't get his soft touch on the ball over the metal.
Credit defense, that was well contested, made the shot tough for Benije. A good defensive start for the Oilers out of the break.
Jimmy and Abu, the fast acceleration. Justice Jr. for a three-pointer. Oh, it doesn't stay. Selepe makes it safe.
And his struggles just still continue. That was in rhythm for that man. Justice Jr. is now 1 of 7 from the outside.
Selepe taken forward and into a position. They're looking to try and get their score here once again. Okeng is on. Well, there's a bit of contact there, and it's a little bit frustrating. Jimmy and Abu coming up against Peter Prinsloo, but it was over on the other side, I think.
Well, here it comes off the screen, and that's where the foul comes locked up. And Peter Prinsloo wants that matchup. He's looking for the switch and trying to exploit Nabo inside the paint.
Silly. Benije. Prinsloo makes himself available, lots of time. It's a travelling call from Prinsloo, a little bit frustrating. He had lots of time. He had a mismatch there as well. He was in a very good position. He still makes the travel.
Right, he rushed the offense just a little bit. Goes into that customary fake of his before he gets onto the drive, and the foul, the travel is called. Justice Jr., Geddy, Inabu Jones, and Drileba start this second quarter for Coach Juruni.
Inabu. Geddy picks it up. Tries to make some space. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. Inabu, not much space. And tried to just weave between the two players, Benije and Prinsloo. They'll get possession back.
Interesting move here by the Tigers. They go into a zone, showing a little bit of zone defense, and this should be a very interesting period of play.
Foul committed by Benije. Jones goes up. That is absolutely sensational.
11 points for Philando Jones as he goes into double digits.
Beautiful fallback.
Player from the Oilers to do so.
Around the outside, Okeng, and then a big long-range shot. It's way off target there for Prinsloo. And they trail by 2. The Oilers take the first points off this second half. Geddy, the hustle. That's nicely done, beautifully done. Picked up, that is Sele who scores. And Okeng, who nearly knocks me out of my commentary position, does exceptionally well.
Both Benije and Mofokeng, great hustle to keep that ball alive and secure 2 more points for the Tigers. Benije in a little bit of trouble, just out of that. Looking a little bit worse for wear.
Which is not good news, of course. Let's just have a look. Down on the ground, he gets floored, doesn't he? Just as he pounces for the ball, for the loose ball. 3 personal fouls for Mofokeng. Jones does so well. That is sublime, isn't it? So much traffic around him, and he still manages to go up and down.
Coverage problem he is for the Tigers, and Jones is now finding some comfort and some rhythm on the offensive end.
13 points, top scorer here. Just moving ahead of Peter Prinsloo. Benijay loses possession, picks up, and this is going to be an easy score for Justice Junior. 2 points. Didn't hang too long on the rim as well.
It looks like he gets up off a trampoline, does Justice Junior, skying up for an impressive two-handed jam.
And they got a 4-point lead now, which means that they've got to get points here. Can't allow the Oilers to get away, but the Ugandan Giants will be very happy with that. And a little charge through there for Mofokeng, and foul for Jimmy Nabu.
Nabu picks up the second foul. It's the second team foul for the Oilers. 4-point lead for the Uganda City Oilers.
Peter Prinsloo. That's nicely done. Benijay. There's the rebound. Oh, he just goes up. There is contact there, and I think it's going to be Getty who commits his first foul.
Important rebound, important second chance opportunity on the miss. Right there, Tele fakes, gets 2 defenders in the air, and then forces the foul from Getty.
Usher, we're going to come across to you because I just think that they just stepped it up a little bit, and they want to play a faster game, I get the impression, the City Oilers. I'll ask you the same question, Kim.
They do want to play a little bit of a faster game, but what they really want to do is just continue to exploit in the half court. They've done a pretty good job so far, the Oilers, and they've been controlled on the offensive end. Cape Town Tigers have only got 5 bench points and 6 fast break points in the first half, and that area is where the Oilers are exploiting and winning this battle.
And the shots go in, which very well needed there. 41-43. Appreciation from that Cape Town Tigers bench. Down into the corner. Fine Justice Junior. Jones. Mike Benijay. And shot clock down to 7. Long-range shot coming in, over the top it goes. That's been made safe. And good work by, again, Mofokeng does exceptionally well on the rebound. Selepe, and there are a little bit of pressure as well to protect. Prinsloo looks for options. He's going to go himself, gets the ball down into the corner. Opportunity. Who's going to go for the shot? Mike Benijay. He's got rid of his man. He goes up off the boards, and the rebound. That's sensational stuff. It really is from Mofokeng. Selepe this time. Shot clock back to 14, but now down to 7. Prinsloo. Oh! He goes high, he goes low.
Well, they did fantastic to secure the second chance opportunity. Prinsloo with the running hook, and he goes glass for 2.
Is Jones going through the thicket? He can't go up, or can he? Yes, he does. Now the question is that a defensive foul? I think it is. Just couldn't cement his feet, so Jones will go to the free throw line.
Well, just showcasing his strength once again, able to bundle through the punt, body contact with Mofokeng, and even more strength as he goes up and gets the layup.
And we saw a reaction, Zayawe just down in the corner, just coming up onto his feet and sort of, watching what was going on and get him behind and supporting his teammates, of course, just like, all of the players. Evans, Ganapamo.
We're just trying to get some words in there. Coach wants the referee to just help him through the contact and understand the explanation behind it. But nonetheless, you get to see the strength of that man, Philando Jones, as he completes the 3-point play.
Yeah, and now he just extends his tally to 16. Prinsloo to 13. Selepe on a drive down. That's a great pass. That is beautiful. Oh, my word. Sele's athleticism comes from a different world.
Oh, my. Gets up off the ground again. Looks like there was a rocket underneath his feet as he dunks that ball.
Jones, that'll stir up a little bit of interest. And that's Jones once again. He can do absolutely anything.
He's got it going. Philando Jones, unstoppable.
He really has turned on the ignition big time. Here we go, Sele again, Sele. Back to Prinsloo. Drives in, goes up, and he gets knocked off his feet, and it looks like Getty will get his first foul as Prinsloo hits the deck hard.
Prinsloo is being allowed to put the ball on the floor and get inside the paint. He is 6'10". Not too many guys are going to stop you once you're close range. Contact is called, And just another look at that beautiful feed from Selepe and the fiery dunk. That man, Tele. Free throw line has been good for the Cape Town Tigers, 90%, 10 of 11 shots.
Princelow up to 14. It's a 2-point game. Princelow about to make it one. Mafokeng on 4 fouls, which is the concern within the Cape Town Tigers team. 14 points, 3 assists. And look at this, he's missed 100% if he gets this. And he does, 6 from 6.
It's fantastic shooting from the free throw line for the Tigers.
Inabu. Jones tries to get past Selepe. And Selepe will pick up the foul on that occasion. A little bit frustrating there. That's going to be his first timeout, it looks like.
Timeout is called, and trying to find matchups to match up with the Red Hot Jones. There is 47-48.
And we're going to take a break. Welcome back to Cairo. Cairo is where you should be. It's where you should be watching.
It is where all the action is. Final day of the Nile Conference.
It's all happening. There's so much going on. 47-48. The Cape Town Tigers of South Africa bidding for their second finals in the BAL. Made it through to the quarterfinals last season. Jones goes up, and the Oilers looking for their first ever berth in the finals of the BAL Championship in the 3rd season, first appearance. Yeah. Debutants this season and playing some great basketball. Produced a really good stirring victory against Beira of Mozambique yesterday.
All to play for, and we still have 14 minutes of great basketball.
Princelow unable to get that big long-range shot, made safe at the back by Inabu. And we're going to go across to Usher, who is getting some hot information from the side of the court.
Yeah, just listening into Coach Rashid Hazard, just maintaining that they need to give the ball to Princelow because he's the man with the hot hand. He's been impeccable setting those screens up top, but also he's able to drive into that paint and give them those options.
Jones with a big bucket there. That was just down in the suburbs. Enormous three-pointer.
21 big points for Philando Jones as he comes alive here in the 3rd.
Silly. We know how dangerous he is to Silly. Oh, that is sumptuous activity down in the zone. Beautiful score there to just reduce the arrears and just snuff out that big three-pointer.
It's important that they get scores on every single possession. It's pound for pound here. Both these two teams so well matched up.
Good work there from Jones to get the ball out to Kello. Nearly stolen there by Mafokeng. Long-range shot coming in. Shot clock down to 0, of course, and here they go again. An opportunity. Benije trying to keep calm. Princelow back to Silly. Selepe's down on down the right side, and he goes again. Silly back out. Here's Princelow. Benije goes for a shot. Oh, that's damage big time. 6.7 on the Richter scale.
That might be the first time we've seen 5 or 6 passes on a Cape Town Tigers possession, and it results in a nice make for Mike Benije.
Smooth as you like. Justice Jr. gets the ball out. Long-range shot doesn't happen. Made safe. And given back out. Selly, watch out for Selly. He's going to go around the outside. Where's he going up? He's going up, and he's going in. That's a big score.
That is really fantastic driving. Such a tough cover, and Nabu did not know which direction to choose, and Sele finishes under duress.
Justice Jr. around the outside, gets rid of Sele, goes driving through. Great score from Justice Jr. And beautiful layup off the boards, good use of the boards.
Hasn't had a great time from long range, but he works his way inside to the trusty left hand over the outstretched arm of Peter Princelow. Back and forth we go.
The way we like it. Long range shot, Sele! Ho, 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 ho. How about that?
Going into the two-man game, Prinsloo Akele, and the pick is good, gives Tele some space, and he's now up to 18 points.
It's all happening, it's all happening. Here we go, down and back to Jaleba, and then a chance for them to go in, and shot needs to come in, 3 seconds. Justice Junior goes up, it's just gone a little bit wide, skims the metal, goes out of play.
Unreal. So much action on both ends of the floor. Another look at Tele. That takes him to 20, not 18 on the long-range shot make, and the Tigers with a 4-point lead. Timeout called on the floor.
Well, you know what? This is going to be a very, very fast and frenetic final quarter after this 130's been played, because it's just the way that it's just meant to be. The BAL Season 3 is just super exciting.
Unreal competition on the floor as these two well-matched outfits continue to compete. And it has been a nice showcase. Tele reached the way in terms of scoring for the Cape Town Tigers, 20 points. Peter Prinsloo has chipped in with 15. Mike Pinochet, the third player in double digits with 10 points. The standout player and lone player in double digits for the City Oilers has been Philando Jones. Justice Junior, uncharacteristically, I think, having a quiet game offensively. It's not been his best showing on the floor yet.
Yeah, what a fantastic three-point pull-up shot there from Sele, showing us what he's capable of doing. Great skill set, but you know, these are the players. They've got to stand out from the crowd. And honestly, when you look at the City Oilers, there's so much talent within this team. What can they do? Usher has the answers to absolutely everything. Oilers, what's going to go on out there now?
Well, the Oilers will have to do whatever it is that they need to do in this game without Jermaine Roback Jr., who's been ruled out of the game because he felt dizzy from a screen that was set in that second quarter. So the duty now falls to Philando Jones and Justice Jr. and the rest of the players on the court.
And look at that from Sele. Wow, he is just on fuego.
He is exploding inside the offensive system of the Cape Town Tigers and taking responsibility, now up to 22. Inside and outside, strength through the contact finishes for the and one play.
It's a big moment for Tele. Just before the game, Coach Hazard spoke about the need for the South African players to step up and literally take the game to the City Oilers. Tele is doing exactly that, and he'll be very proud, Hazard, looking on from the court side.
So, I mean, everybody's going to step up, but the fact is that they don't have much of a choice either. There's, you know, the fact that you've got injured players as well will just enable the local players to stand up, and they're being fantastic. This is a great advert for South African basketball, Q.
It's a big moment, and it's an opportunity for the local guys to step up and write history in the Basketball Africa League.
Jones has been a little bit rattled, comes off the foot. They have to give the ball back to the Cape Town Tigers, and Selepe is absolutely on fire. A little bit of chit-chat there right in front of Jones, and just to show that he's super excited. Need to be a little bit careful there.
Yeah, he's received a warning from the referee from Egypt, Wael Mustafa.
It just basically underlines the importance and how, you know, how much is at stake here, I think.
You got to let guys compete. Part of competition is talk. You got to get into the heads of the opponent. It's psychology of the game.
Okay, Q, we see you with the psychology. I'll check on you after the game, though.
I think it's important, you know, guys. Just, you know, I'm just going to have to be the referee here for the moment, you know, between you guys. But seriously, it is all about competition. It's okay. Just a little warning, but you know, the excitement and the passion and the adrenaline, everything's here and out on show. You want to play, you want to put in your A game, right?
Got to put in your A game. This is when it counts the most. Pass goes out of bounds, and Selepe can't hold it. Turnover.
I think this is the biggest. They've had an 8-point lead at one point, the Cape Town Tigers, so this is a 7-point lead for the Tigers. And on the other side, I think that we saw at one point that the Oilers had a 5-point lead. Here we go.
Well, that Roback injury really does hurt the Oilers.
About Noah Odeke is shooting a big three-pointer from down in a different country. Wow.
showcased his long-range shooting ability throughout conference play Odeke, and he can hit that shot quite comfortably.
Last play in the quarter, and it is the Cape Town Tigers with Sele. Sele gets the ball out. Songela. That's the first three-pointer for the youngster. How about that? Long-range shot goes up. It doesn't go in from Jones. Well, and we have a 7-point lead here for the Cape Town Tigers at the end of the third.
Unreal shot making down the stretch, and in under pressure, Tele makes the pass to the corner. Musongela catches, shoots, and hits under pressure. Big time make.
But he's only 17. Amazing. Wow, the DRC to the 4, 63-56. Time for a break and a breather. Ho-ho, we'll be back. The excitement and the atmosphere here is palpable. 63 points for the Tigers, 56 for the City Oilers. And the game summary here, field goal percentage 44 for the Tigers, 35 for the Oilers. The assists, more passing means more points. 6 from 20 of the 3 points, 7 from 26 for the Oilers, and a steal more than their opponent's cue.
Well, they managed to distribute the ball 5 times in that third quarter. We saw better passing from the Cape Town Tigers. You see the increase in the assist number, and also they made a couple more shots from the field. 26-19 the score in the third, and they'll want to try and build on that. The Oilers going to look to fight back in the 10 final minutes.
You know, this hasn't been a very physical battle, but I think it's destined to go to a very physical level in the fourth and final quarter. As Jones goes up, little fade back, beautiful mid-range 2 there, just to reel in that lead a little bit. They're up to 58 points.
He has a fantastic touch around the bucket. Philando Jones is so difficult to stop him, and he makes it look very easy.
Silly. Songela produced that 3. Here's Peter Prinsloo. Prinsloo goes in, goes for a bit of a drive, looks for options. What options has he got? Selepe gets rid of his man. Oh, it's just come off the metal, and it's back in the hands of that man, Drileba.
Well, Selepe did great to find an open shot.
Nabu's shot goes over the top of the ring. Chance for us to go across to Usher. Usher, what did you pick up there from that at the end of the third quarter?
Well, Coach Hazard just leaning in onto that experience that they've shown. They want to be consistent, the Cape Town Tigers, and just build on that confidence from the first 3 quarters.
Great score from Sele. Sele just extending his advance. He's up to 25 points, top scorer, 2 more than Jones now.
He runs into the paint unguarded, catches and shoots over the defense, and he is tied for top score at 23.
Chance for Odeke. Odeke bangs down a triple.
Can't leave him open. He knocks down 3s at consistent level. Beautiful shooting from Titus Odeke.
This is all going to go to the wire. It's 65-61. Sele again, Sele. Just doesn't fall. No one for the rebound besides a man in black. His name is Philando Jones. Philando Jones around the outside, tries to get rid of Selepe. There is contact, and he will pick, he draws the foul from Selepe.
Second foul on Lebesa Selepe. First team foul in the fourth quarter. 4-point game, and more importantly, sends Philando Jones to the free throw line. Just arm extended, contact very visible, and Jones will go to the charity stripe.
And that was the 3-point bucket there, the sensational triple there that was hit by the 24-year-old Titus Odeke. He only signed in January, didn't he, Usher, with Fayed Bale?
Yes, the 2 of them, of course, getting a lot of experience from the UCU Cannons in Mukono, coached by an incredible player development coach, Nick Natereza, who will be very proud seeing the way they're playing here in the BAL.
He can play 4 or 5, of course, on a 3-year deal playing for the Oilers. A very good investment so far. Here we go, Selepe. It is 2 points that separates these 2 teams who are vying for a place in the finals in Kigali. Claims that there was contact by Odeke, but I think, yeah, they're going to get possession back, in fact, the Tigers.
Yeah, touch on the ball, contact on the basketball on the shot attempt from Tele, so the ball will stay with the Cape Town Tigers. 9 seconds left on the shot clock.
And a chance for the Tigers just to try and keep their keep themselves ahead. A lot of pressure on them defensively. Benije. Oh, that is a delight. Mid-range two there from down in the corner. And they move up to 67-63.
Stoic when he catches the basketball, but so beautiful, finesses the jump shot.
Yeah, he's not a big talker on court, but he talks with what he does. Beautifully done. Drilliber going into there. There's Jones. Jones goes up. The layup for two. He was in a perfect position to sink those points.
Great offensive possession for the Oilers as they break down that Cape Town Tigers defense for an easy bucket for Jones.
Selepe just holding court, holding it, slowing it down marginally. Sele's been absolutely outstanding. Little bit of space. Mike Benije. Here we are, Prinsloo, shot clock down to 4, goes up for a big three-pointer. The three-pointer doesn't fall. Songela trying to get his hands on it. Justice Jr. does the business.
Great defensive position as well. The Oilers contest a difficult shot for Prinsloo and secure the defensive rebound.
Justice Jr. going down into the corner. Jones up against Prinsloo, tries to get himself away. Odeke, Jimmy Inabu goes up. Jimmy Inabu, there's a foul by Prinsloo. His right arm came out, got in the way of Inabu, who's a wily, mazy runner when he dances into the paint.
Well, again, nice chemistry, good decision-making from the City Oilers on the last couple of possessions. Inabu making the right read, putting the ball on the floor, and now a chance for a three-point play. Another look at Inabu, just extending the right arm through the contact of Prinsloo, and the bench is happy with the work of the veteran Inabu.
Oh, it just comes off the front of the ring, picked up. Selepe, Benije's three-pointer. The damage has been done.
That is fantastically difficult shot making from Benije. Turns over the right shoulder and makes a big shot for the Tigers.
Up to 15 is the Nigerian, and there's a chance for a response. Jimmy Inabu gets the ball back out. There's an opportunity. It doesn't fall. It's been picked up by Selepe. Selepe for the Tigers. We've got 6 minutes left to play, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're on the edges of your seat, because we certainly are.
Absolutely.
Benije. Oh, using the backboard beautifully. He takes another three and goes up to 18.
Well, when it's going for you, you got to ride your luck, and that one falls favorably for Tigers and Mike Benije.
Justice Jr. Jones, hassled, picks the ball up. Fortunate, a little bit fortunate, Justice Jr. And Prinsloo just gets tangled up with him. And I'm just going to get the assessment here, but logically it's a foul on Justice Jr. and he'll go straight to to Jones. He'll go to the free throw line. Prinsloo picks up his third.
Yeah, third foul for Peter Prinsloo. Just look at the scramble and gets into his stride, trying to force the early call. And now it's going to be the interpretation of the referees as to whether that was in the act of shooting or it's going to go sideline out of bounds.
Here is Tyler Merkovich, the American crew chief, working with Wael Ibrahim Mustafa and Hassan Kamate of the Ivory Coast.
Well, they've done a pretty good job of controlling the tempo, and they've needed to blow, they have, and when they've needed to let the game flow, they've gotten into the ebb and flow and rhythm of the game so far.
Tyler Merkovich has refereed in the NBA as well, so this is great to have, you know, a whole range of different officials coming from all corners of the world. It's the way that we like it, predominantly from this fantastic, beautiful continent of Africa. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. 5:30. No shot, of course, as you saw. That's an easy score. Oh, it should have been an easy score. Couldn't get it down, Okello.
I don't think Okello was ready for that great pass from Inabu, and he blows a point-blank layup.
73-67. Benije, he's again down in the corner. Gets it back out to Selepe. A little bit of time for Selepe. The shot goes up, but it doesn't come down on the right side of the rim.
Well, big shot that comes off the back ball, comes off the rim for Selepe.
Ball comes back out. Ball comes back out, and it's now Jones is off court for the time being. So how will that affect the City Oilers? Is he just getting a breather, Usher?
Yes, he's getting some treatment before we see if Mandajuni wants him back on the court for the remaining minutes of this game.
Little mistake there for the travel, and the call going against the Tigers. And you can see that Sele's limping as well. We're going to have a little break because there's a timeout. Players need a bit of treatment. We're going into the very critical end of the fourth quarter, 73-67. Welcome back to Cairo. Welcome back to what is a hotly contested encounter between the City Oilers and the Cape Town Tigers. It's Uganda's finest up against South Africa's finest, a battle of the highest order. We are going into the final 4:36, and the Tigers have a 6-point lead as it stands. Usher, what did you get anything from those from the coaches?
Well, Coach Rashid has just emphasizing that they need to make sure that when the Oilers have the ball, it's not with Justice Jr. and Philando Jones, for obvious reasons, gentlemen.
For obvious reasons, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Usher Sele into the hands, and well, he's Mufokeng, and there's a little bit of contact as he went weaving through, and you can see that they're on three team fouls, just the one for the City Oilers now, so they'll just get possession back.
He goes to ground hard. That's Mufokeng just turning. See the slip, and he goes into the knee of Odeke. That can be quite awkward.
Seems to be okay. Selepe, Prinsloo. More movement there, and it's an offensive foul there from Benije, I think.
It's his third foul, Mike Benije, and that's going to be a concern, especially as the Tigers pick up their fourth team foul.
Benije with 3, as you mentioned. 4 minutes to go. This is a lot of basketball that we can play in the next 4 minutes as Justice Jr. tries to dance around Mufokeng. Jones tightly marks by Mufokeng, tries to go up for a big long-range 3, it doesn't fall. Oh, the rebound's not good enough, and it's been picked up by Selepe. In a good position, the Tigers unable to score. Ball comes back to Pistol Pete Prinsloo. Here we go. Sele, he goes down. That was a long-range shot, 3-point effort there, and it looks like that Odeke is forcing him to go to the free throw line for 3 shots.
Yeah, this is now becoming big moments as time pressure builds. Odeke just a little bit late, gets into the cylinder and space of Sele, and there is a foul call. Sele has not had a good time from the free throw line through our competition. It's the one place that he struggled. 16% he has been shooting, and he can only improve from there. It doesn't count. I told you, percentages don't matter, no, especially down when the pressure builds.
I just want to talk about the amount of minutes that the starting 5 have actually spent on the court. It's quite extraordinary, isn't it? Benije 34-39. Selepe 32 minutes, Mufokeng 21, okay, but a little bit less, and then Sele 30, Prinsloo 33. Just saw Prinsloo, he's got a little bit of a niggling, an aching leg on that right side. He's not injured, but he needs to, get a bit of spray, it looks like, on that hip.
Yeah, tight rotation being utilized by Coach Rashid, has it not going too deep into his bench. Seen Sibanyoni get on the floor at times, Whitbread as well. Musungela being utilized.
Which is great, which is really good, and having an impact as well, because we saw that he does score points, and he's got 6. Sele goes up. He's been flawless in what he's been doing out here today. He's really stood up and basically said, yeah, I'm going to bring my A game out here today.
Right, it's his first season in the BAL-Africa League, his debut for the Cape Town Tigers, just playing his first professional games, and here he is delivering on 1 of 3 from the free throw line for the Tigers on that trip.
Durban-born, played for the Red Foxes, Marist College as well. As the ball comes out, good opportunity there for Bale. The rebound's good, picked up, taken forward once again by Drileba. He's dangerous, and is that going to be Cape Town Tigers who get possession?
Here's the Tigers who get possession again. Another great defensive play by Selepe. Gets a deflection, which doesn't necessarily count as a steal, but it might as well because he forces the turnover.
Yeah, and the ball's been knocked forward and then it's taken back into their own half. So you can see that Sele and co, they've got to use the clock, the Tigers, if they want to deal with the Oilers today. But it's up to the Oilers to try and look for the ball, score points, and try and open this back up and reel in that lead. Prinsloo in the paint. Doesn't go this time. Benije able to pick it up. Justice Jr., he's a player who can turn things around. We've seen how deadly he is from long range downtown. Goes around, ball comes out, and there's the long range shot. That's a massive score for Barley. 3 points, up to 70 they go.
So much confidence in the release and the catch from Barley. Comfortable shooting, big time shot.
Silly. Every phase of play has got to result in points for each team who are on the attack. So important. Selepe and the pressure from Barley. Here's Prinsloo. And there's a foul that's been committed. And a push there. And will they just get possession back? He wasn't going for the shot at the time, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they call the contact just before he goes into his fadeaway move, so it will be just silent out of bounds. Look at the beautiful shot from Barley, wide open, and he makes a big-time three. Timeout called with the 2:08 left. There's a lot of basketball to be played. It's now coming down to the wire.
Coming down to the wire in a big way. 74 points to 7. And as you can see, every play will count. I love it when we get down to this critical time in an encounter which could send you through potentially to the playoffs in Kigali. Loss could send you home.
Two clubs with everything to play for. There's a lot at stake for the players on the floor, and you want it to come down to this. Players, and this is where your reputation is made. This is what you practice for. Pressure moments. Everything that you do on the practice court has got to come to the fore now during game time. We've seen some great role players. Philando Jones leads all scorers, 27 points he's had, and he's looking for isolation opportunities on the offensive end for the City Oilers. Tele has been the standout offensive player, 26 points, a career night for him. Will he have a say in the final 2 minutes?
Well, there's fired Barley, Parby, chicken and rice, a common person by Burner Boy. Love to visit Mali. Asha, I mean, everybody wants to go to Mali, right?
He's actually visited Mali before. He played in the FIBA Under-18 African Championship in 2018, where he finished as the 6th highest scorer for Uganda.
Love that bit of information. What'd you pick up from the little chat with Coach Jiruni? Asha?
Yes, Jiruni just emphasizing that they need to play good defense there and make sure they score on the other side of the court to just reduce that 4-point deficit.
Benije unable to sink that long-range shot. That would have given them a little bit of breathing space. Not the case. Jones comes back on. Jones is deadly. Jones goes up and tries to get it in, and looks like there's contact, because he's down on the ground. As that Prinsloo picks up his 4th, I'm just going to check.
Yeah, it is his 4th foul. And another look at Jones, who was trying to get the emphasis jam. He got by the defense, got into a great position, just could not finish, and the contact was called. And I think it's because he could not get the finish that the referee made the call.
We had a buzzer beater yesterday for the clash of the Titans between Ahly and Petro Luanda. Petro Luanda winning with Gonçalves scoring the rebound. It was absolute madness. We loved every single second of it. Jones goes up, misses his first.
77% they've been from the line on 22 attempts. It all does not matter. It's about shot making under pressure.
James Justice Jr. He hasn't missed a single second. He hasn't been off for a single second out here today. Can you imagine that?
Well, couldn't even imagine Philando Jones missing both of those free throws.
That is massive. And we've got 1:30 left on the clock. Benije Now, have to score. Prinsloo gets the three-pointer. Pistol beats it down.
Ice in his veins. That was cool, calm, and collected, and the shot was on target.
Jones on his own. Down there, that's oh, he didn't manage. Surely that was goaltending.
Well, they call contact on Mike Benajay as he came across on the help. It's not a bad foul in the context of the game. This is the fine from Benajay. Cool, calm, collected, knocks down a very big shot. Peter Prinsloo, Pistol Pete. Well,
and then at the other end, we saw that he just came across and he purposely got in the way and just swiped to get rid of it. And hence the reason why he's gone up. Prinsloo, 4 fouls. Not that it really matters. I think that you know, he'll stay on until he gets his 5th.
It's going to be a roll of the dice for Coach Hezzy.
Was another. They get possession back, which is very important for the Oilers. Crikey, this is very, very tense indeed. Possession back in the hands. 14 seconds on the clock on the shot clock. Justice Jr. gets the ball back out to Barley, unable to get his shot, and they will have possession. The Tigers get it back.
Great defensive possession. The contest on the shot from Lebisa Selepe, and now
is that Peter Prinsloo's?
No fouls called. I think there is
it's just a
regular timeout called on the floor, and that was Coach Hez. Or it's a little bit of confusion. Now the referees are. I think we got a timeout. So we'll assess the situation with the officials who are going to go to the table. An official review. I think this is for possession. Again, it was called. They want to see if there was a touch on from Lebisa Selepe on that, because it's important the possession can go back into the hands of the Oilers on that. Now, if it does go back, they'll have to go back and have a look at the shot clock to try and figure out how much time was left on the clock, because they'd already reset the shot clock on the premise that possession had changed, and the referees will have a look at that.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because they're meticulous.
They are meticulous.
So meticulous.
Detail-orientated.
Very much so, and you know, this is super vital, super important in such a crucial game. A crucial game that will define the end of season for these two teams.
Well, win or go home. They're still in the conversation, but winning is the most important part of the equation here for both of these prestigious clubs.
77-70. Still waiting momentarily before we get that verdict. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't think there's contact.
Well, I think the argument was that the shot was short because there was a little bit of a touch on the basketball. So from that, they do ascertain that it is probably going to be City Oilers basketball. Now the question is how much time is left on that shot clock.
Well, there was no contact is the call finally. They assess the situation. It's the Tigers who get possession. A little bit of frustration, but that's the way it is.
That's what's happened.
You know, they reviewed it. That's all you can ask. So, now, what's going to happen here? Of course, we've got a full court press, and Prinsloo picks it up. Selly's been dangerous all day long. Prinsloo. Benajay goes on a drive, waits, the shot clock down to 8. Steps forward, gets his pass. Selly with a beautiful two. The two goes up to 28.
Wow, what a big-time shot from Tele as he turns and hits off the pass from Prinsloo.
Jones goes up. His shot comes off the metal. 30 seconds remaining. And it looks like there's going to be another foul on Selly.
Only the 4th team foul from the Oilers. It should be sideline, out of bounds basketball. 3-possession game it is. And there is another timeout called on the floor. You see the look from Tele as he knows that was a big shot. big-time play. 28 points for Sibusiso Owasala from Samkelo. Tele.
Yeah, this is absolutely mad, isn't it? And so just so that you know the situation, and nothing is set in stone just yet, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but we'll look at the two options. The Cape Town Tigers, if they beat the City Oilers and Ahly beats Slack, then it'll be Beira who finish in third place above the Cape Town Tigers. Now, if the City Oilers win and they beat the Cape Town Tigers, then it will be Beira in third position and the City Oilers in fourth position. And if the Cape Town Tigers and if the City Oilers and Cape Town Tigers and Slack win, then it's Beira and the Cape Town Tigers in third and fourth position. Cape Town Tigers, if they beat the City Oilers and Slack win, then it's Beira and then Slack.
So the Tigers on this win should advance.
That's what we're saying. They should go through with the victory in this situation. Because regardless if Slack or Ahly win, yeah, if Slack or Ahly win, the Tigers will finish in one of those four positions because they've got a better head-to-head. They managed to beat they beat Slack as well.
And goal difference will come into it, and that's where it'll matter. You have three teams on 2 and 3.
Exactly. So you will see celebrations if they hold on from both sides, whoever wins.
Foul comes. Drileba really quickly, 23.7 seconds, and now important free throws. Chance for Mr. Selepe to try and cement this double-digit lead. Still a lot of time, though. If they can get a couple of quick threes, which the Oilers are very capable of.
So capable of doing that.
Still be interesting.
You know, I mean, one player that we talked about is Philando Jones. He scored 40 points against the Cape Town Tigers, you know, on the road to the BAL. And, you know, you can understand just how dangerous he is. But this 10-point lead is looking pretty good with 23.7 to go. Benije goes off. Crikey. Whitbread goes off. And Mofokeng comes on.
Yeah, move just to try and strengthen up the matchups on the defensive end.
BDJ stays on, excuse me. There's Silipi. Ball goes out. Now 21 seconds. Got to go for points very quickly. Got to go for 3 points. Here's Jones. The shot needs to go up. It goes out. Maybe a pass too many, but they got to get threes. The three doesn't happen. It's swatted away, made safe by Sele. And surely this is it. They've done it. You can see that they're going to play this out. Sele's the man who is just bouncing the ball until the buzzer, the final buzzer, sends the Cape Town Tigers through to the championship finals in Kigali. They celebrate. It's happened. They've done it. Quite extraordinary with a depleted team. Oh, wow.
What fantastic play. It was an intensely competitive game throughout. And congratulations go to the Cape Town Tigers as they pick up a very important win for South African basketball.
And let's just tip our hats to, of course, the City Oilers of Uganda, who done their country proud. They battled valiantly. They provided us with some extraordinary basketball. Just couldn't come up and just pinch this win against the Tigers tonight. But they'll be coming back for more because they've had a taste of the BAL and they'll be back for season 4. There is no doubt about it. Congratulations to the Tigers. They have shown us that they're capable of clawing themselves back into a competition and back into this battle. And well, it just means that we're in a very good place. Just with so much drama happening here in Cairo in this Nile conference, we've been blessed by all of this.
Absolutely surreal. It has 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Samkelo Tele leading the way offensively for the Tigers. 18 points for Benije, 18 points for Peter Prinsloo, and it all combines for a 10-point Cape Town Tigers win. Philando Jones, the standout player for the City Oilers, 27 points and 8 rebounds alongside 2 assists, and it was a quiet afternoon for Justice.
And let's catch up with a very happy and a smiling Samkelo Sele, who played extraordinary basketball today.
Tell a big performance today, 28 points for you, 8 rebounds. How important was it for you to step up, especially without Ganapamo, without Zaire Wade, and without Josh Hall?
Yes, ma'am. Like I said before, you know, I was going to accept my role coming off the bench as a six-man, you know, and then, like, you know, our main guys were out, so I had to step up, you know, and my coaches and my teammates trusted me to do that, and, you know, thank God that I did.
What does it say about the character of the team?
It just says, you know, it's next man up always, you know, and we have a never say die attitude, and we're going to keep coming and keep coming. Never count us out at all. They said we was undersized coming here, you know, but we managed to pull one through and go to Kigali.
Yeah, 2 wins and 3 losses. You still have to wait for the result of the game between Ahly and SLAC. But what does this mean for South African basketball?
Oh, it means a lot. It means a lot, especially, you know, I'm from South Africa, born and raised, you know, and for South African to do this at this stage, you know, it says a lot about South African basketball, for sure.
All right, thank you so much, and Siyabonga. Congratulations.
Siyabonga. There we go. That's Sele. Sele, outstanding. Celebrations are happening here. This is massive, isn't it? I mean, tell us just how important this win is, Q, because you're a South African, of course.
I am, and it means a lot because the Cape Town Tigers have raised the profile of the game in the country. The win secures them another trip to the playoffs, and for South African basketball, it's another chance for them to showcase. And I think what made this really special for the Cape Town Tigers is the fact that they did it with a depleted bench. Teles comes in as a new signee and steps up with 28 points on 11 of 19 shooting, 8 big rebounds, 3 big assists. But it was a really great team performance. Pabi Musongela, he gets an honorable mention coming in off the bench. Selepe chipped in with 6. Prinsloo, Benajay with a big 3 on the day, and they really did pick their moments to perform. Philando Jones, 27 points. He was a very difficult and tricky character to get to cover for the side of the City Oilers. 9 of 16, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Justice Jr. will look at this output, 3 of 14 from the field. Really struggled from all aspects, and he was well covered. Titus Odeke, 6 shots, 2 big 3-pointers. And wow, what a big win for Cape Town.
Now, will they play against Stade Malien or will they play against AS Douane? That is the question. It's the 3rd or the 4th seed, but logically, it might be the top team, of course, because of the Beira matchup, but we don't know what. We'll see what happens in the next game, just to give you the final scenario. The fact is that normally it's going to be Stade Malien, the team that finished top in the Sahara Conference. Cape Town Tigers, well, the reverberations that will take place across South Africa, everybody will be talking about this. This is not just a victory for the city of Cape Town, this is a victory for the 2-time South African Nations champions, Cape Town Tigers, and the whole country, because it's massive, isn't it?
They took a trip from from Cape Town. They came all the way to Cairo to pick up a win, and they booked a ticket once again to Kigali. They know what this means. The quarterfinal stage they've seen before. Last time, that was their exit point. They come up against they should come up against possibly come up against 2 very difficult outfits in the cross pool. But for now, happiness, because job done as far as they're concerned. The #1 mission was to make sure you get to Kigali. They've done it, and it will be interesting indeed.
So I want to talk just about the City Oilers. There we can see the Ahly SLAC game, very important. Ahly already qualified SLAC with a chance. With a chance, of course they do. They've got to battle hard and they've got to win that game, and then afterwards we'll see exactly what the scenario is like. But 80 points to 70, the Tigers beat the Oilers. The battle between the South Africans and Ugandans finishes with the Tigers, who they don't maul, but they've sharpened their claws in a big way and taken the victory. Congratulations to them. Commiserations to the Oilers. We'll see them next season. Ahly SLAC coming up in a bit. Thanks very much to the team. We'll see you then. Woo! The BAL.